been doing so much interview today, and every single moment story of people are in this room is like so powerful. I can't even express enough how powerful it is. It's no way that I can just automatically, didn't do it on purpose, but I clicked by accident 3 times to cancel the show. Wow. So, but this is gonna be like one of the crazy story because I'm with like 2, how am I gonna say that? Thorn?
Well, the rose between 2 thorns is what.
Yeah. This is so powerful. Okay, let's roll it. Joe, what are you holding on there?
Oh, hi, my name is Joe Eigo, and I'm holding a super crystal. These are crystals they used back in ancient Atlantis. And
Crazy.
These crystals literally appeared to me through dreams. I had a huge spiritual awakening that happened to me 5 years ago. I used to be a very normal person at one time, and then my third eye opened up, and I started seeing so many things. And one thing led to another. I survived a really crazy motorbike accident, and I was literally bleeding inside my head. The hospital basically said, just go home. It was just like, whoa, this is our healthcare? Like, people just die from that.
Sorry, guys.
Absolutely, for sure. I believe everything happens for a divine reason, and you know, 3 times, the 3 of us here together, we have a beautiful story to share, and storytelling is the biggest thing out there. What brings the whole world together is a great story.
Especially right now, like what's happening really right now, people are missing so much, right? Because like we are all human beings, we're just looking outside there, but we're missing out the piece of inner peace. So we're always looking for the answer. So I think like this is the time, what I've noticed that when I first come to Canada, everybody's all about like music, shop, and this. And now I'm so happy that like people are more looking for the answer, and everybody talking about spiritual. Like before, we 20 years ago, right? We know each other so long. We also talk about brand name and being a famous and this and that. But you know, now this day, people are all looking for one thing and one thing only: spiritual, right?
Well, I think that you can be hungry for different things in life.
Yeah.
It's like if you're hungry. Or if you're thirsty, let's say, you can eat all the hamburgers you want, or vegetarian hamburgers, or you know what a good Buddhist would eat.
Oh, vegan.
I personally don't eat mammals, but that's not the point. But you're not going to satisfy your thirst by eating food, and we have a spiritual hunger right now, and the spiritual hunger can only be satisfied by spiritual things.
Yes.
And I think the world is right now on a precipice where we understand that we're all one. We know now that race, for instance, doesn't exist.
No.
There's 33,000 genes that make a human being, and of these 33,000 genes, only 5 pertain to race. And those only have things to do with environment and things like this. So race was invented in the 5th century to divide people. And the same with class, the same with money. We're dividing from each other. But I think the world is in a place right now where we can see that we are one, that the concerns of you and me and them, we're the same concerns. We all want the same things in life. And we're all not only in this together, but we are this together. We are all of it together. And each of us has a duty to do whatever we can. And when we do something for somebody else, we're doing it for ourselves.
Yeah, very true. Because think about it, for example, that's what I've been studying in Buddhist teaching. For example, they're very simple thing, but here, I want you all to hear this. Okay, if in the rice field, right, when the beautiful water coming in, the whole rice field gonna be benefit from that. But what happened if a dirty water come into the rice field, right? It's not gonna affecting one rice, but it's gonna be the whole field. So same thing like human being, right? When people say like, oh, it's your problem, I don't care. No, it's not. It's affecting the society. For example, me, I made a bad choice before, right? If I didn't get guiding properly and I didn't have that belief and open to learn and to really discover my inner world, I would just so much destroy the world because like so many kids want to follow me, you know, and you multi-time it up. In one person, how much you can destroy? It's just one person. You are the universe, and universe are you. That's the only thing, right? And people say like, maybe you're talking ego. No, it's not. That is true, right? So people don't understand that.
Well, we all, you know, like again, that's the idea that we're all one together, and every good action represents you, and that means represents you.
Yeah.
So you present yourself with every action you do,
Yeah.
and we're constantly doing this. At every moment, we're making a decision. Are we going to do the right thing or the wrong thing? Are we going to do and if you put yourself in somebody else's shoes, like for instance, when Tina asked me to do this. I thought, okay, if I was somebody that needed the help that she's providing, would I say yes? And I would say yes. So that means that if I'm them and they're me, then I have to do the right thing. And so we're always, every day we're faced with these choices, and we have to try as humans and as part of the collective consciousness to do good for each other. We have to try to make that right decision. And sometimes it's not convenient.
No.
Because it's easy sometimes to do the wrong thing, but it's also easy, just as easy, for pretty much to do the right thing.
Can you imagine every single of us on this planet have a mentality of us three sitting here? You know, this world has no fight. It will be the most beautiful peaceful place to live, right? Just like when we're talking on set, I met you. And other people would say, if you come to the other person, they're like, what's wrong with this guy? But I went through that myself. Spiritual transformation. I was so drawn into your preaching, you know, sharing information. I was so into that because I was the one in that. And so, but sometimes people don't really open their heart. You know, people are like having a problem of like criticizing, oh, no. If you are not the one who goes there, how do you know that is, for example, if you're the one who go over there to the bridge, you know how does that bridge look like? I never go there, but then when you come to me, you tell me, Tina, don't go there, it's very dangerous. And right away, instead of me going there and check it out, I'm gonna say, show it's BS. That's not fair. And this is what happened, really, of the society, just criticizing without knowing. You know what I mean? So your story is very powerful. I want you to share, like, why are you bringing this? What is this? Oh my God! Can you feel it? Can I feel it? Can we hold it?
Yeah.
Wow!
Just not letting go of this.
Yeah.
Eyeball.
Oh,
It's like, there we go. This is, wow, this is very sharp. It's
Wow,
also
look.
a good weapon. If somebody doesn't agree with you spiritually, you can kind of force them to agree with the end of this here.
Yeah, these are Atlantean crystals. There was an empire that existed eons ago on Earth, and the people back then were using crystals, and they had unlimited supply of energy. And all the great pyramids that are on Earth right now, they have missing capstones that are at one time giant crystals just like this. And because these capstones are missing, you can see that missing capstone on the US dollar bill with the all-seeing eye. So what happened before Atlantis was destroyed? A lot of people back then took their knowledge, programmed into crystals like this, and they buried them deep inside the earth because they knew in the future certain spiritual people would find these crystals and meditate with them and remember all the lost information because they knew over time the stories would be forgotten. So it's people in the times now that are coming together using crystals, because when you use a crystal, it's a living being. They belong to a kingdom of other crystals inside the earth that have seen Earth since the beginning.
Yeah.
So when you use a crystal, it's like our modern technology. All our technology now operates off quartz. All the crystals communicate to each other through quartz frequencies. It will merge with our frequency and connect with other people of a higher frequency. You're noticing now we're in an age of knowing, and there's people who are raising their vibration, and they're attracting other people who are of a higher frequency. You may have old relationships that are just not at the same frequency no more. So the right vibe attracts the right tribe. You know, there's a prophecy that we're in the biblical prophecy of Revelations, but there's a prophecy speaking about the rainbow warriors. These are tribes of people that come together to heal the earth when it's dying. How do we heal the earth when it's dying? We got to see ourselves like a cell in this world. The only way we can affect the world around us, we change the world inside of us. It's called alchemy. So people are learning how to use more of their mind. How come we're only using a small percentage of it? Because we haven't opened up all the chakras properly. Once we open up these higher chakras, we're going to vibrate much higher than. It's like the story of X-Men. You know, look at Professor X and Magneto. They're like revolutionary people. To me, it's like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. So we live in an age of revolution. We're seeing, why is this earth like this? Because it's people versus the banks.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah.
I believe it that because like even for me, there's so funny thing that guy here like today when I'm doing my 100 days inner world training through hot yoga and fitness. So funny thing is when you're saying about knowing, I swear today when I was in the hot in the sauna, I said today I'm gonna practice.